An area that most people tend to overlook and not see a whole lot of value in spending money on would be our little line nippers. And in a lot of ways, you're right. Is it a luxury item? Can we have a luxury nipper?
Leather pants.
Yeah,
What's something like that, right?
$650.
$650.
Yeah,
They're pants.
yeah,
You wear them.
yes.
They don't have like a TV in them or something?
Nope.
I am very old.
Okay, I'm going to allow it. We're going to go with it. I'm going to say we can have a luxury nipper market. Because ultimately, Abel... Oh, sorry, monkey.
A few moments later.
Abel started the luxury nipper market, and they started producing these guys forever ago, and most people really can't justify the reason. Now, back in the day when I was a big deal in the fly fishing world and I got Abel at a killer discount, did I have a crazy custom pair of brook trout nippers? I did. I loved them, but I think it was like $225, $250 retail price on these painted as a brook trout. And I could still make the argument that they were cool enough they could probably be worth it.
Shut up and take my money!
In the nipper world, a lot of people have just used something like this guy. Comes from the dollar store, kind of sharp-ish, like. It'll do your fingernails, sort of. You normally end up twisting the stupid thing sideways and ripping your nail off more than you end up cutting it. The top piece comes off it more often than not. But I mean, it can work with normal size monofilament. They're not bad. You get in a braid, you get in a tiny tippet, tiny mono.
Back away slow. This isn't real.
Moving on. That's the dollar store version. It can work, but who really wants it? Next, these are from a company called Rising, and these are their Nippas. These guys are old, so their new ones don't look anything like this, because I've had these forever. I've got a bunch of them. I still use them. The new ones retail for $7. Yeah, retail for $7. And they are made overseas. That part sucks a little bit. But they do quality control check them here. I think they finish, sharpen the blades, make sure they're where they want them to be here. And I don't know that they add the new coating. The new coating is a lot different than this. This is kind of slippery and plasticky. The new stuff's almost like a grippy foam rubber, lack of a better term. For $7, these work. I still use them. That tells you how well they work. There's nothing wrong with them. Now, getting into braid, does it cut braid very cleanly? No, it kind of saws or chews through it more than it does anything. But if you're just fishing a regular mono, these last a long time. They really do. Perfectly serviceable tool. It will work for you. And Rising is a great company.
It doesn't matter what you think.
No affiliation anymore. I used to have affiliations with everybody. I don't anymore. So Rising, great company. $7, really a no-brainer. Lots better than the dollar store fingernail clippers. If you can't do those, you can't do these guys, go here. Great company. All right, let's get you out the way. Thank you. Yeah, we'll leave you in the shot still. Here, show the logo a little bit better. There. Okay, so now we have the original, the Abel nippers. These guys kind of started the luxury market in the nipper world They've been around forever. Abel did get sold. I don't know to whom. Abel, great company. They stand behind these things. Can we call it blades? Jaws? Blade jaws? Whatever.
I'm not a smart man.
Are a really high-end knife, well, not a really high-end, but a decently high-end knife steel. I think it's SV30. Could be mistaken on that. Don't know what they are now. These guys have been discontinued. They have a new model. I don't know what it is. These guys used to retail for just the basic black for 85 bucks. And yes, that's a lot of money. Stop screaming. I know.
It's not about money. It's about sending a message.
So 85 bucks, made in America, really good blade steel jaws. I've had these things for over 15 years, at least. The finish really isn't that bad. The jaws, really? The jaws are not all that bad. Let me see if I can focus. Yes, I know, camera. You've got 6 different lenses. Jaws aren't in bad shape. There's a couple of spots on them. They could probably use a resharpen, being real honest. Now, yeah, okay. Okay, we're there-ish. Yeah, tactical raptor claw don't work real well for this. I want to say Abel resharpens them. I don't remember if it's free or if it's a small fee. I think it's a small fee. But really great. Do they cut braids so well anymore? No. They're getting to a point where they need to sharpen them, but again, it's been used forever. Is the finish really worn off them? Not really. It's held up amazingly well, but again, it's kind of, they're not really beaten on. They're kept pretty nice because they are a more expensive tool.
Phrasing, boom.
That's the spirit.
Shut up.
I like them. I use these guys forever. I've been pretty content with these, and I've been kind of flirting with the idea of looking at, come on, these. Yeah, I know, because why would you not spend more money on another pair of nippers when you have 10 of them? I have issues. I went with these guys for a specific reason. Yes, I've had an affiliation with Sims for a very, very, very long time. I was on the research and development team. I was on the pro staff. Sims is a great company. Yes, they're expensive. I know 100% they're expensive. But I have a lot of loyalty to them because of how good they have been to me over the years. Retail price on these guys is, I think, 90 bucks. This is the Pro, I think it's a Pro line clipper.
I am never going to financially recover from this.
Nippa clipper. And I gotta admit, the sexy orange, yep, that works for me. I'm a sucker for orange. But I went with these guys mainly because A, I want to pass these down to the monkey. And yeah, when you buy something like this, you're buying it for life unless you lose it. These guys are going to reach a point where, yeah, I mean, they're pretty much at that point now. I've debated attempting sharpening them. I can probably do something to get them a little bit better, but to resharpen them completely is going to be interesting. So these are probably going to get sent off for service and get resharpened. And I really was torn on this guy, but I went with it for a reason kind of beyond the fact of what this is. I have bad eyesight. My eyes don't work real well.
I'm sorry, I did not see you there. Or there.
I gave up fly fishing for a reason that I couldn't see the fly well enough to tie it on. I couldn't see well enough to fish it. And it just became more of a nuisance than anything. I really miss it. I love it, but it is what it is. Getting into micro cranks, I'm having kind of the same issue with getting line into, is that the clearest? There you go. Tying line on here is becoming more and more and more difficult for me. And it's becoming more of a frustration, and it's bugging me. In looking at these guys, they offer something that I think is going to be beneficial. Now, it may not be a big issue for a lot of folks, but it is for me. And a lot of the things that we do are cheat codes for ourselves to help us have a better time on the water. Well, let's show it up close here. See that little, come on, focus. See that little notch right there? Let's see if we can show you the magnet. That little shiny dot underneath there is a magnet. Now, these are made for fly fishing, not idiots. And that little magnet spot has a recess in it. You put your line. I'm trying to do this while looking through a camera lens. It ain't the best. You run your line down that groove, and there's a recess there, and it threads either a small fly or it threads your swivel or whatever you're putting on there for you. You just run on this channel, sink your swivel in there, hook eye, run on the channel, and it threads it right through for you. And it works really well. As cumbersome as it is going around the camera, it actually was very simple to do it. That should tell you everything you need to know on that.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
That's one of the main reasons I went with these, was because I was struggling more and more trying to put line through something this size. It was just a big blurry blob. You can take that out of it and you just put it in there, slide it, and you're on.
Phrasing.
Again, it's that simple. That takes a lot of stress off of it. And for me, that feature alone was enough to make me want to try these, because it makes fishing less frustrating. And that's the name of the game for me. If I'm out there swearing and angry and everything's going wrong, it's just not worth continuing. Now, these are made in the US. They're a ton of money. I get it. They're a ton of money. They're 90 bucks. The color is sexy. This feature is fantastic. They do have a little spike here to clean out a hook eye. For me, now it's pretty much jig heads again. I don't do a whole lot of fly fishing. I'm going to do some again, but with bigger like terrestrials and throwing hoppers and things like that, where I can still kind of sort of enjoy it, but in a crappy fashion. And these are actually kind of neat because there's a magnet on each side of it, and they're put opposing, so there's no spring. The magnets just oppose each other and force it open. How's the finish going to wear? Don't know. Don't really care. It is a tool. I plan to use it. I do notice that the jaws open substantially larger on the Sims than they do on the Abel. I don't think that's a huge deal, but it is nicer, I guess, for me to get something in there. Could it result in me getting my finger in there? Probably, let's be honest. But
'tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then? I've heard worse.
I think they look good. I like the company a lot. Not to say Abel wasn't... I didn't do a whole lot of work with them over the years. A little bit, not a lot. Sims has just always been very, very, very good to me over the years. And this little feature right here for me, with my eyes at this point in my life, is enough to make me go, okay, I can see... Sorry. This feature, hang on. Try to do it through the camera lens. This feature here is enough to make me just want to give it a try and to justify the cost. So, very long-winded review of something really stupidly simple, but this right here is enough to make me want to share it with other people. So guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. The weather sucks. I'm not fishing except for what I watch on YouTube. So hope everything's well with you. Bye.